Well, it's official.
Boo boo gaga.
Let me tell you something, bro. I got a confession to make here.
Oh shit.
I got a confession. You know, for all the shit I talk about, you know, Bitcoin and all that shit, I actually did buy some Bitcoin.
What a fucking hypocrite.
I'm a piece of shit.
What made you do it?
I had $18 in my PayPal account. And
was like, fuck it. Was that the 18 I sent
That
you?
was it. Yeah, that was it.
He was like, yo, let me just throw it in the bit.
I put a bit of that shit in Bitcoin and a bit in Ethereum because that's just, I don't know, since it's baby dick money, like,
it won't hurt you.
It's a very small amount. So that's something I gotta get off my chest, bro.
VNA episode 9.
You know, a lot of people are gonna be on me for this because, I mean, in a way, I mean, it sort of is, you know, it's a lot riskier than other shit, you know. But frankly, I don't give a fuck. It's $18. If you can't lose $18, you got bigger issues to worry about than Bitcoin.
I quit all that fucking stock, all that bullshit.
You fucking bum.
Fuck all that shit.
The fuck are you gonna do? Work?
I'm gonna drink poo-poo water like Bill Gates.
Bruh, Bill Gates cleaned that shit like a champ.
He drinks poopy water.
He cleaned the fuck out that shit. You want to talk about Bill Gates? Is that really who you want to bring up right now, bro?
The water he drank, was it from his own dump?
I don't know if it was his, but like...
Dude, if he did, that's so nasty.
It could be from anyone's dump.
I don't care.
Wait.
In my story, it's nasty and not filtered.
I feel like it'd be nastier if it was someone else's, like...
Even if it was filtered? Because regardless, it's filtered.
Because if we're saying that it's nasty, like assuming it's nasty, right? Because that shit is clean, bro. I mean, all the water you drink, bro, like there's like parts of that shit that were, like the atoms there were in a fucking dinosaur turd a couple million years ago, you know?
I'd rather drink it like that.
You rather have like the dinosaur turd?
Yeah, like feces that like dissolved in the water decades ago, or like and just still there somehow, some way.
That's some shit. But you did you hear what Bill Gates said in an interview though?
No.
You didn't hear that shit?
We always talk about Bill.
We do?
We need a sponsor. Microsoft sponsor us,
hook it up,
motherfuckers. Dude, I was thinking about getting a sponsor. What do you think?
You can get one. Just ask.
Nah, you need a certain amount of views / downloads.
No, fuck that shit. Tell them to fucking hook you up with the Cash App or some shit, you know, fucking do the transaction some other way, you know. Doesn't matter.
I'm pretty full, man. I just ate.
You're fucking, you're based is what you are. Jesus Christ.
I'm like in a basketball game, I got like the broken ankle right now. I just went to him and just like, you gotta shoot, like, you gotta do all the shooting now for the pod.
So what's up with the NBA?
Wow, Segway King, huh?
King. Fuck segways, by the way.
You actually segued a couple of times last
zero
episode.
Respect for segways, bro.
You segued very good last episode.
Accidentally, bro. Like anyone that does that shit on purpose, bro. Like, come on, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, bro?
It's just a smooth way to bring in topics.
Life is way too short for segways, bro.
I don't care about the NBA. If LeBron wants to get vaccinated, I'm happy for him, bro.
Frankly, I don't give a fuck what they do. I mean, that's
your body, your choice, man. That's it. I don't care what you do with it.
That's exactly what it is, bro.
Yeah, but the whole debate, oh my God, I can't believe it. The whole debate is now that LeBron's like the face of the NBA and now he's vaccinated. So it's like, I don't know. I don't like it.
I mean,
it's not that I don't like that he's vaccinated. I don't like that they're trying to push that narrative now that like,
listen,
since he got vaccinated and he's like the big dick, like the GOAT right now, I guess, it's held onto a higher pedestal because it's LeBron. Now, if Joe Schmo from the NBA got vaccinated, nobody in the media would even report it. You feel me?
I feel like if LeBron like was some other type of way, he wouldn't get the sponsorships he gets. He wouldn't like be where he is in terms of his reputation. You know, he might even get, you know, less resources in a way, because, you know, in the NBA, bro, they'll fine you and fuck you over for all kinds of petty shit.
That's why I fuck with Kyrie, because he's your body, your choice. I don't think Kyrie's getting vaccinated.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking people that aren't, you know.
Which is completely fine, and let people do whatever the fuck they want, bro. And that's
I'm
it.
fucking vaccinated. I don't give a fuck what you do, bro. You want to fucking take the risk, you go right the fuck ahead.
Exactly, that's it. Why can't people just think like that?
Listen, man, there's bigger shit to worry about. You know they raised the price on Arizona iced tea.
Is that something you actually wrote?
I wrote that down.
Wait, hold up. What?
Scarcity of topics here, you know.
What are Arizona iced tea? Like the shit, the dollar shit at the...
What are Arizona what the fuck is wrong with you?
I was thinking there was like a specific iced tea from Arizona, but you mean the dollar joints, right?
The ones that say 99 cents.
Okay,
they made new labels on them that are printed on it that say 129.
That's the new shit?
Yo, that shit has me fucking pissed.
Is this a recent thing?
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, it's because
I haven't bought Arizona in a minute.
That's inflation, bro. That's what it is. You know, the dollar store is like raising prices on shit too, bro.
That been happening though.
No. They're raising it further, bro. They're going balls deep. They're still gonna call it the dollar store,
yeah.
but like it's gonna be eventually like $100.
$1.50 store.
It's like it's the dollar store. Why is it the dollar store? Shit's expensive as fuck. It's like it's the dollar store. We didn't say how many dollars though. You know.
Based, man.
That's just what it is, bro. People gotta learn how to deal with that. Did you see the Taliban is like trolling the world?
No.
Have you seen the crazy... These guys are fucking ridiculous.
What are they doing?
Bro, first of all, first things first, all right? This crazy motherfucker, the spokesperson for the Taliban, he put on his Twitter profile, like in his bio, that he's officially the permanent representative for the Taliban in the United Nations. Like he just said, fuck it, it's official.
He decided.
He just put that shit there.
Right.
That is some of the most petty shit I've ever...
that's something a Taliban would do.
I mean, but like usually, well, yeah, you're right. That's true. Yeah.
I mean, for fuck's sake, these dudes were like hitting push-ups with a rocket launcher on his back, like.
Bro, I've seen... No, that's ISIS. I'm thinking of something else. Those ISIS videos are something else, by the way. I'm just putting that out there.
What's that weird-ass website called that they put all that shit on? My friend. I don't even know why.
Well, there's a lot of them. One of them...
What's the most popular one,
One
bro?
of them...
You know it.
No, they got rid of it. It's called Best Gore.
There you go.
Yeah, that one's not around anymore. Unless...
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
You sure?
Yeah, they got rid of it. I checked. Because I'm a freak.
I checked.
The Taliban... Here's the other thing that happened with the Taliban, bro. The people up top, like the top Taliban dudes, because this shit is like, you know, they think it's a legit military or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? They had to tell the other guys to, like, behave and stop taking so many selfies, right? That was an issue they had, because these dudes were just fucking around, right?
The actual Talibans?
Yeah, there's, like, pictures of them taking selfies with, like, the little crash carts, you know, like the ones that... at the amusement parks.
Yeah, like playing bumper carts and shit.
Right.
I seen that video, yeah.
That shit is amazing.
But what? Like,
because they're just fucking around. Like, they don't want to work. They're just like, dude, we took over. Fuck it, we're the shit, you know?
Have they always been this open on social media, or they're just like, yo, time to be petty?
You know, I'm not, like, the top expert on Taliban relations, but, like, I mean, they've always been ridiculous. But, like, all these groups have always been ridiculous. Like, up until a few years ago, you know, like, ISIS had a Twitter account and shit. And they would just, like, post, be like, this is the murder video for today.
Really?
And, like, in mad high definition and shit.
Jesus Christ.
It was amazing. Dude, well, I don't want to say it was amazing. Although it was, but it wasn't, you know. But...
Yeah, at it.
But
anyway.
that was, dude, they did the most fucked up shit, bro. Like, if I told you the shit they do, bro. It was
yeah, it's best gore material.
It's pretty savage
Mexican
shit.
cartel vibes.
Like. They're pretty fucked up, yeah. Did you see what Bill Cosby said?
About R. Kelly?
That motherfucker stays saying shit.
That R. Kelly was pretty much not guilty?
Is there not a host of, like, these weird fuckers that, like, just got out? Like, the...
Why? First, my whole thing is, why did Bill Cosby even have thoughts of R. Kelly?
He relates.
No, 100%. I know that, but
he said the deck was stacked against him.
Oh my
It's like
God.
fucking tears in his eyes or some shit when he said that. I can only
it
imagine.
hit a place like home. It hit somewhere
He
very personal.
Listen, man, he felt very emotional about that. I want to talk to you about something more important than all of that, though.
But wait, we shouldn't even pass by that. R. Kelly just got guilty.
Yeah, he did just get guilty. Yeah.
That fucker.
You know what he's facing, right?
Life?
10 to life.
Yeah, he's gonna burn under the jail.
You don't think they're gonna do him like Bill Cosby? Like he's gonna get, you know?
I mean, Bill's guilty. He just got off of a technicality.
You think R. Kelly's like?
Same shit happen to him?
You think he's guilty?
100%, bro.
I think he's guilty.
If you had to, if a dude was was playing Russian roulette with me and asking me, and he told me the right answer keeps me alive, he's definitely guilty. That motherfucker did it.
That dude is a fucking animal.
No, R. Kelly's a fucking sicko, man.
No fucks given.
He's
Jesus
sick,
Christ.
man. And it sucks because he's such a talented guy.
What do you think's gonna happen to a guy like that in prison? He's gonna have to either be in solitary or get fucked in the ass. Cause like
He's getting raped.
Those are the options, right?
The crazy part is that there's still people outside his trial screaming that he's not guilty.
I mean, that's sort of like, to me, that was always a thing where like fans are like,
Are always gonna, yeah, of
are
course.
fans. And it's weird. It was like, I remember when the Michael Jackson shit happened, right?
Yeah.
And everyone was just fucking picking a side and shit before the trial started.
Yeah.
Some people were like, dog, he's skinny and he looks weird, so he
What do
definitely
you think
fucks
about
kids.
Mike? What do you think about Mike?
I think he's a weird motherfucker. That's what I think.
Oh shit.
What do I think about like whether he's guilty or not? I mean, listen, bro. I never got raped by Michael Jackson, so I can't. In that sense, I can never.
Listen, me coming from the heart, if I had to like just being super.
Oh, I'd say yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna challenge you on that one.
This motherfucker had an amusement park in his crib,
All right.
and he slept with kids
I mean.
in a bed, and he was like, "No, it's a beautiful thing, sharing
All right,
a bed with a
challenge,
kid."
let me
that
challenge
is
you on
just
this now.
Some next level shit, bro. Like if you had to guess, like, bro,
Out of everybody that has been publicly known or criticized for the way like R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby, if I had to pick one that wasn't guilty, I would bet my money on Mike. And I'm gonna say this. I think these are my thoughts. Well, first of all, there was a new doc about Michael Jackson, and I don't know if you saw it.
is it the 2-part documentary that they made?
It was the most recent one that it was, and
with these two dudes,
and they were there,
these two dudes that claimed
and
to
they
be
ended up lying about that.
the dudes that claimed that they got raped by Michael Jackson.
Yep, they lied on the fucking thing, and they actually admitted it.
Yeah.
But so that's my one thing. The case with what's his homie's name? The guy from Home Alone. What's his actual name?
Yeah, he defends Michael Jackson.
He defends Mike, and he said that he even lied, or like the whole thing was a setup or whatever. Pretty much defending Mike, pretty much. So with just that, and bro, the feds were after Michael like crazy. Like they were trying to track this motherfucker down to his fucking.
Can you imagine like the amount of props you get if you were the guy like, yo, I got Michael Jackson, like I proved it, you know what I mean? Like I got the evidence on Mike.
That's what I'm saying. Like
You
it
get a
was
big
so
ass raise, bro.
It was so hard to even try to get any type of dirt on him. That I just don't believe it. Now, this is where I'll challenge you now. Do I think Mike's a weird guy? Probably.
There's no probably there. He's a weird guy.
But look, now we gotta understand how he grew up. This guy has been rich his whole fucking life, probably. Well, I'm not gonna say his whole life.
He's been famous his whole life.
That's the proper term. He's been famous, and then he got rich extremely early. And I don't know, just going through that as a kid and being very, I guess, naive, not having a childhood, gives me the feeling that Mike is just kind of lost mentally, which is why he's always was with kids, and just, I guess he just never had a childhood, probably.
Well, he was trying to fulfill some fantasy of like, or like trying to fulfill.
Nah, I think he just
trying to recompense for like his past that he never actually had as a child.
That, and as weird as it may sound, I just really think he just wanted to have fun with kids, bro. As weird as that may sound.
That sounds weird as fuck.
I know. That's why I repeated myself. As weird as this may sound, like, I think it's the whole childhood thing, man. And he really didn't. He sang his whole fucking life.
Listen, man.
Nah, man. I'll die on the hill for Mike, dog.
That is a weird hill to die on.
Nah, Mike's my guy, man.
I'm just listen.
It's different for me.
I know this dude was like the epitome of fame, right? He was out there. Everybody.
I think they were trying to throw dirt on Mike's name, man.
Man, you gotta think about it, bro. Think about it like this. First of all, the two guys, I don't give a fuck about those two guys, bro. They're just two
A lot of people lied about Mike, though. That's why I don't
They're
like
two
it.
guys.
He was so rich that imagine like anybody could throw a case on him. He has money.
I mean, shit, anybody can throw a case on R. Kelly, too. That doesn't mean shit. You know, the difference here is the amount of evidence that you would be able to find, right? And kids are easy to go after.
The difference with Kelly, though, and Jackson is that with R. Kelly, there's fucking so many women that are calling him out about it.
That's the thing.
And
you know,
there's
kids are a lot less likely to report that type of shit. You know, they're not gonna be, you know,
I mean, I guess
they're not gonna go to the cops and shit like that, you know, and even parents are sometimes like oblivious to shit, right?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I stand by that whole thing where having a theme park in your crib and sleeping with kids is weird as fuck.
Was there actual facts that he slept with kids?
He
though?
said it. He admitted in an interview.
Gotcha.
Now I mean slept, not fucked. Right?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, just in the same bed.
But like, you know, and then you look at the other shit with Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, that kid, right? The kid from Home Alone. Let's use that kid as an example,
whatever his name
right?
is.
Like that kid, that guy is still famous, right? He's pretty famous still, right? Last thing I would want to do is be like, yeah, he fucked me.
Why? Wouldn't that be the one thing you would want to do at a time like this with Me Too movement?
No.
He would get so much support.
Would you do that?
What?
Would you go on camera and be like, yeah, I got fucked by MJ?
Now that's a very wild hypothetical question.
I'm just asking because like I just don't. The incentive a lot of times isn't there. Like even women get raped a lot of times and they still don't admit it.
They're heartbroken about it and this and that.
And still don't admit it.
Imagine a dude.
For decades.
He'd be fucking terrified.
So like imagine a kid. Because that's even worse as a trauma because that's like when you're developing mentally.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just saying, man. You gotta.
I'm not mad at it. I mean, I hear you, but
I'm just saying, man. I'm betting yes.
Damn, nah. Man.
Now I want to put it like this, all right? Just to make things clear.
Okay.
Like on a scale of 0 to 100%, how confident are you that he's innocent?
From a scale to 0 to 100%, how innocent is Mike? See, the only thing that throws me off is his weird encounters with kids and the things
See, but that
sounds crazy, I know, but understand it's Mike and
it's Mike, man.
He has a fucking carnival in his crib. Of course he's gonna invite kids over to have fun.
And the candy machines.
And the candy machines.
And the sleeping with the kids.
And the animals.
And
bro, honestly, I'm gonna give it like a 85%.
Innocence?
That's how confident I am. 15 is just the little doubts that and the weirdness of how Mike is. But if I had to really just this or that, I'll say he's not guilty, bro.
My guess is based on
What about you?
70% guilty.
Damn, that high?
70% guilty, yeah.
Sheesh.
That's as far as I'll take it.
All right.
And that's a guess. That's not based on evidence.
Right. We're just speculating. Of course. We don't know the truth, obviously.
Yeah, that's you know, but you know, speaking of segues, right, because we're in love with segues for whatever reason, you know, I need to ask you, like, this is a very serious question I'm going to ask you right now.
Listen.
This is very important shit, right? I need you to explain to me, since you're a huge fan of hip-hop and you respect the bass god very much.
Yes.
Why does he post so many feet pics?
Oh my god.
Why so much? Like, it's impossible to follow him without like muting the shit, you know? Because like the last thing you want to do, you know, is be like, you know, maybe like looking at Twitter on a public library or some shit. You know, because that's some shit people do. You go on Twitter and
then you
library.
Just see a girl in like some small shorts saying with Little B written all over her body.
Right.
Why? I don't know. Ever since I followed Little B,
I'm sure he definitely has a feet thing though, right?
oh yeah, definitely.
He
100%.
needs to suck some toes early
He
in the morning.
definitely has a foot fetish. But
Right.
ever since I followed him, and that's been a minute because I've used Twitter for the longest, he's always been on that. His way of like people supporting him, he would always tell people like, oh, write Lil B on your body, this and that, take a picture and send it to me. And
By the way, I just want to, like, for people, because, you know, a lot of people are not, like, hip-hop heads, so, you know, Lil B is...
Lil B's a rapper from the Bay. He was from a group called the Pack that are originated from Bay Area, California, Los Angeles. You get the memo. He's pretty much a whole meme right now.
The man is a legend.
He's the bass god. If you don't know him, search him the fuck up and stop wasting your goddamn time.
They're not going to understand.
But, yeah, I think Lil B just does that. I don't know. He's just always done that. I don't even know how to answer that. I think that's just him, I guess, posting people on his page.
He's just trying to keep it real.
He's trying to keep it real.
He's trying to say, I suck toes. The fuck you going to do about it?
No, yeah, Lil B's, bro, there's been some Lil B tweets that are just crazy funny.
There's a lot of shit. I remember one thing with 50 Cent.
Okay.
50 Cent, that, like, he posted on Twitter, he retweeted a video that some other rapper put.
Okay.
And some other rapper was like, they were on a boat or some shit, right?
Okay.
And it was at night, and he's just sucking this girl's toes and shit, and he just posts that shit like it was a flex and shit, right?
Lil B was sucking on toes?
No, not Lil B.
Just a random person.
Some other rapper. And 50 Cent retweeted saying something like, you know, if you don't stay, like, I don't want to, like, fucking botch it, but it was something along the lines of, like, if you don't get further than 6 feet from me the next time you speak, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Shit. That's what 50
like,
put?
Because I know you got that stank ass hood
God.
rat toe breath.
Oh, God. I have a feeling I remember what you're talking about. I just can't.
No, that's not what he said, by the way. I just...
Right. Not
But it was
verbatim.
something along those lines.
Yeah.
In that vein of thought.
I kind of remember what you're talking about. That must have been... That sounds old, though.
How do you feel about hip-hop Twitter? Like, is it active enough? You think that shit is, like, out there like that? Or is it only when there's beef or some shit like that? When people are, like, you know, like, arguing with each other and shit?
I mean, I don't even think hip-hop Twitter is really a thing.
Oh, it's definitely a thing.
Not really, though, bro. Because I'll tell you right now, all the biggest acts don't even tweet, so... I mean, if you want to mean, like, hip-hop as in, like, more upcoming artists, but, like...
It's necessary for them, though.
Yeah, but even then, like, I feel like...
Kanye used to tweet a lot, though.
Yeah, barely, but, like, he did have his little moments where he would go ham, but... Like I said, hip-hop's more Instagram for me. Like, at least I feel that. I feel like Twitter's more...
For getting into some shit.
More just funny, creative people.
I do remember, like, there was this rapper who from Chicago who, like, he was murdered, right?
Me.
He was murdered, and because they shot at him. It was a drive-by, and it was like in the city, like where rich people live. It was like in front of a jewelry store.
Okay.
And like the video was like, by the way, there was some guy that shot the video. His shit was on Twitter like ASAP.
Okay.
And as soon as that happened, the rapper's name is FBG Duck. Right?
Oh, I know about FPG Duck.
And as soon as that happened, I remember like there was this other guy from an opposing group. I think his name was 600 Breezy or Breezy 600.
FBG Duck got killed there.
Right.
Is that what you're about to say? Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
But like as soon as that happened, like he had the music video ready.
Damn.
Like, and he posted a snippet
Of
like
it.
right then and there.
And then he got killed.
Breezy?
No, FBG Duck?
Oh no, FBG Duck was already like, that was after like the news came out.
Okay, I got
And
you.
so like a few minutes after this dude's, like it had not even been an hour since I had
The video drops.
Yeah, since the video of this guy getting shot.
Right.
Was
Yeah.
posted.
Yeah, because they have beef. Yeah.
And
600 Breezy and FBG Duck.
If I remember the lyrics correctly, which I probably don't,
He was on some drilling shit, talking about killing people.
He said something about, you know, that the lyrics you're writing are gonna get you shot.
Yeah.
Right.
Ironic, right?
That was what he told him.
That shit sucks, man.
The Chicago shit is not something to play with. That shit is serious, bro.
Yeah. I don't even like talking about that.
I'm fucking nervous just speaking about it, bro. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, let's be clear. We have any Chicago listeners, we fuck with you guys. We are not the ops.
I'm not an op.
Do not fucking blow our brains out.
I won't come around.
That ass V and APE are the friendly ops.
Very friendly.
We are the homies. You invite us to the barbecue kickback.
We're not getting invited.
Well, if you do invite us, we are friendly. And we are cool with all type of people. We do not discriminate at V and APE.
Now that that's clear.
Now that's clear for our Chicagoans.
Bro, did you really give up on, like, investing? Like, really?
Dude, I remember you sent me a DM about the thing, and I'm always... The only time I have for myself, which is free, is honestly the nighttime.
Yeah.
Because throughout the daytime, like, it's just too much shit going on for me to even just sit down and just, like, do something. So, like right now, literally right now is my free time. Like, us potting right now is my free time.
Right.
And then I go to sleep, like, at fucking Lord knows when. I be sleeping so fucking late, bro. Like, 4 a.m. every day.
We got to get you in shape, Mike. We got to get you, like, on a healthy circadian
I am a
rhythm.
nocturnal. I'm a cat, bro.
Give you, like, some vitamin D3, you know.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go to the gym, bro, but my problem is I have, like, zero motivation, bro.
Oh, that's how it starts, man. Yeah, that's the early
You gotta push yourself,
If
though.
you can get through, like, a first month, you're going to start to like working out. Like, you're going to look forward to it.
I bet. No, I bet. It's just, man, it's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning. But, like definitely for me, what helps is, like, when you work out, bro,
Yeah.
you feel fucking great after a workout.
No, 100%.
You feel great, dude.
100%.
Especially if you had, like, a stressful day.
Hell yeah.
And you go and you
It's
just
a stress reliever, bro.
push yourself there, you know, you fucking lift some
And
weights.
then a nice shower after that.
You run,
That's
yeah,
the
dude.
fucking
And,
tiptoe
like,
right there.
And, like, some people notice, maybe you don't, like, notice because, like, you're not, I mean, you're a skinny dude,
Yeah.
you know, so some people don't notice, but, like, they're mad uncomfortable in their own bodies. And I don't mean, like, mentally and shit, I mean, like, physically.
No, like physically,
feels
yeah. The way you
uncomfortable.
look, how you are even perceived, maybe.
But I mean physically in the sense of, like, let's say, like, really obese people, right? Like,
Yeah.
that is uncomfortable to, like, live in that body, like, physically.
Oh, like literally it's
Like,
uncomfortable.
literally
Oh, I feel you,
physically
I feel you.
uncomfortable,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
And you're out of breath for no reason and shit.
Yeah, I imagine. That must
And
suck.
when you're skinny, sometimes, like, it doesn't feel the same, right? Like,
It's
not,
like you're not. I mean, obviously you're not obese, but you're not in the healthiest.
right.
Yeah.
But your body feels so much better when you're, like, used to working out, because it's like, bro, it's like getting the fucking spider webs off your joints, bro.
I feel you.
I
Yeah.
mean, like, that shit is a good fit, because we were not meant to, you know, sit all day,
bro.
or fucking
Hell
drive
no.
all day or any of that shit,
At all.
you know.
But yeah, bro. My boy Yosh, he's been going to the gym.
Damn, shout out Yosh.
But that motherfucker goes so early, bro, that, like,
He's one of those guys that goes early.
yeah,
I
dog.
don't train early.
Dog, he be heading out like at 9:30 a.m. Yo, fam.
9:30 a.m.
I'm in my, like, first dream.
Mike Tyson used to wake up at like 3:30 or some shit. But that's Mike Tyson.
Yeah, we're not.
You never want to go Mike Tyson, you know what I mean? That's
I don't know, man. Just waking up so early to work out. I'm not mad at it. It's just no motivation in my way, bro. Imagine, I'm a fucking pothead /
I mean, but
Potter.
you make it sound like it's impossible or some shit.
It's not. I'm just, like you said, you said it perfectly. I'm skinny, so it's not like I'm so uncomfortable.
Oh, it'll be way easier for you than a whole lot of other people, man. Cause
No, but I'm saying, like, it's super easier for me to just feel comfortable in my own skin
Yeah.
versus someone that is extremely obese and they might, like, because at least I'm skinny, but someone that's obese is gonna have more problems along the way.
Definitely, yeah.
So that's why skinny people tend to be more comfortable in their own skin. But to be honest, I'm not always so comfortable. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I want to get more fucking ripped. I want to look like this. I want to look like that. I want some abs or like whatever, you know. But that's me, guys.
That shit is like attainable, you know.
No, of course.
That's like after the habit, though, you know. That's the thing about working out, bro. That shit builds some sort of discipline. Not necessarily.
Dude, the number one reason, and not to cut you off, the number one reason I'll even work out is like I'm definitely smashing all the workout babes.
Oh, you mean like the gym?
The gym hotties. What?
There's a whole lot of those.
Bro, let me tell you.
When you go to the gym, bro, you're gonna.
Let me tell you right now. If I ever or soon, if I start going to the gym, that is gonna be my main goal. Like, I am just gonna be smashing.
There's a bunch of different, and like a lot of the times you notice by the way they work out.
Yeah.
Right, there's all types of shit. First of all, there's some chicks that just like they go there and they start. I'm like, yo, we're
looking pretty.
First of all, like, yo, you were talking to some other guy last week, but this week it's this guy.
Oh damn.
And that's not the most common. That's not the most common.
The gym bays,
right?
The gym babes.
But then you got the other ones.
Okay.
The other ones, they got like, you know, when they're in the squat rack.
They need a spotter. Is that what they call it? Someone to watch them or whatever.
That's a different.
A spotter?
A spotter, yeah, that's what it's called. But no, I was talking about like some of them, they put like they cover your ass, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't want to have their ass stared at, right?
God.
Some of them don't, right? Some of them don't.
So some dudes are just behind the booty.
They're like, your eyes, your choice.
Right.
And I respect that.
Of course.
I respect that very much. Right. But, you know, there's all types of bullshit at the gym. The funny shit is like the new guy when he shows up, right? If the new guy shows up with like a big ass ego,
yeah,
and he's like, you know, fucking, I don't know, maybe he's fat as fuck. If he's fat as fuck, he usually doesn't show up with a big ass ego. He's like very
obviously,
insecure.
yeah.
When there's skinny guys that just show up at the gym, especially if they're very young, like they want to just fucking just show everyone how awesome they are, right? And they grab some big ass weights,
thinking they're fucking Brock Lesnar,
and they come with like all 12 of their friends and shit,
trying to impress. Look what I could pull. Look what I could push.
They try to lift that shit, and gravity immediately betrays them. Like that shit just drops to the floor, and immediately I see it in their face between sets. Like,
that's embarrassing.
You see it.
That's embarrassing.
You see it.
That must suck.
And that's a good thing. Because if he keeps going after that, like, that'll be like, all right, your ego is on point. You know where you are in the hierarchy.
Right. Dude, I don't even know if I probably wouldn't go to the gym stoned, but.
The fuck you wouldn't, motherfucker.
Why not?
I mean,
people do it.
What do you not do stoned?
I'm potting sober right now.
Get the fuck out of here. You're sober?
I'm dead ass, yeah.
Oh, that's a problem.
I know. I was like, yo, get this motherfucker high right now.
This dude high. Yeah, that's like a fucking a diabetic without insulin, bro. This
is why I'm not shooting early in the pod right now.
This is an issue.
I don't got my IV juice loaded up.
This is a serious problem right now. I got to be honest with you.
Nah, but for real though, back to the gym topic. What was I saying?
There's so many personalities at the gym, bro.
Dude, I used to go to the gym super early with my dad when I was probably like 13, 14 years old, or like maybe like 15, 16. And when there was a Bally's next to the Best Buy.
What?
You remember that shit?
I used to go there.
Bro, I used to go there with my pops like every day after school and shit until like I got fucking tired of it. Then I just started smoking weed and just started making music, and it was a wrap from there.
Wait a second. See, because I used to go there around like when I was the same age. And I had like a real like
good time,
shattering experience, bro. Because I used to play it safe. I used to go where the machines were at, right?
Okay.
Be like, all right, I lift the machines, right? Because I was legit, like 13, just like puberty hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was good. I'm a tall dude, relatively to like other dudes my age, right? But then one day I grew a pair, and I went to where they're just the weights were at.
The big boys.
And there was some swole motherfuckers there that day.
Oh, Lord.
And as soon as I showed up,
what'd you do?
I felt pretty intimidated. I was like, these motherfuckers, are waiting on me to make a move.
Right.
Because they're looking at me like, what the fuck is this guy gonna lift?
It's your time, big boy.
Are you gonna lift? What do you ever seen those SpongeBob episodes where he's trying to like lift some shit?
Yes, bro. Where SpongeBob gets the fake muscles.
Right, that type.
And he's like in a throwing competition of throwing the anchors.
I was thinking to myself, just pretend, just.
There's a part where SpongeBob he gets fucking frustrated because the bartender leaves the cup on his hand.
Yeah.
And he's like,
he's too weak to lift it.
He's trying his fucking hardest. He's like blowing the muscles in his pecs and his fucking arm. That's just hilarious.
Yeah,
SpongeBob's classic.
That's one area in life where you just can't fake it, you know?
Strength, literally, bro.
But I went there and I tried. First of all, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, right? Because like when you go and you lift like for your chest, when you do the press, one of the things that happens is you're supposed to typically, you know, you get like a bar where you can adjust the weight.
Yeah, right, of course.
I got one of like the presets, right? Like the ones that come with like the attach.
Already,
like, you can't change it.
Gotcha.
Right, and
too heavy for you.
And first of all, it was light, right? Because I was like, all right, I'm not about to fuck up that bad, right?
Right.
There's some shit I knew I could lift.
Let me get some light shit.
Right. And so I go there and I lift it, and then some dude's like, let me help this poor fuck.
Let me spot him.
And he offered to spot me.
Hey. The homie. What's his name?
I have no idea.
Random guy, shout out to you.
I was like 13 or some shit.
Right.
That dude was like trying to save my life at that point. Right.
He's seen you. He's like, man, I used to be like him when I first started.
He knew what was happening.
Everybody that goes to the gym knows the first guy that's his first day because they've been through it. So it's like, all right.
You gotta start somewhere.
It's kind of uplifting because it's like, oh, look, the new kids here. It's like school.
But then I picked up a bigger one.
Oh, the balls dropped?
That shit went to the side.
Nah.
That shit went to the side.
Like some SpongeBob shit.
And then I just got up and I was like looking around. I was like, nobody saw that shit.
Nah.
I was like confirming to myself.
How much weight was there?
I don't know, but it wasn't much.
Oh, it wasn't?
It wasn't much. I mean, I was not.
You just weren't on that level yet.
I wasn't even in the habit of like lifting free weights.
Period.
Lifting machines.
Right.
So that was a huge, I mean, that shit, bro, I did not go back the next day, believe me. I stayed straight in that area where like the fucking machines are at. None of that free weight shit, bro.
Fuck that.
Balls drop it. They got to drop a little bit lower. Got to get a little hairier.
Yeah, you got to be patient with that.
Before we go back there. Exactly. So, I mean.
The gym, man.
That was my first experience, you know, at the free weight zone over at Bally Total Fitness, right next to Best Buy.
I wish I could add stories, but I'm not the gym man, so.
No, the gym is a special place, dude. There's all kinds of shit that goes down in gyms, bro.
But yeah, other than that, the chicks there, that's the inspiration there. That would be the reason.
That inspires a lot of dudes, bro.
What?
But like, that's not a good reason to go.
It isn't, right? That's why I don't go. That's why I'm not there, because it's not that much inspiration for me to go.
It's not a good reason to hit. Like, you got to hit the gym for yourself, bro. Like, you got to put yourself before. It's like, they say bros before hoes. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Bros before hoes? Like, what the fuck? What? What the fuck does that even mean? What are you saying?
Bros before hoes? Man, Michael Scott said it, bro.
What kind of bullshit is that? Did you ever see that episode of the Boondocks where they corrected that shit properly?
No.
Mr. A Pimp Named Slickback.
No, I haven't seen that episode.
There was a pimp named Slickback. You say the whole thing. You don't say Slickback. You say a pimp named Slickback, like a Tribe Called Quest, right? You say the whole thing.
Gotcha.
Right. And basically, you know, he walks in and he's talking to some one of the kids, Riley, I think.
Yeah.
And he's basically explaining to him what it's like to be a pimp or whatever.
Okay.
Which is a great thing to explain to like a 9-year-old or some shit.
Right. Typical Boondocks type shit.
And so, and basically the kid tells him something about bros before hoes because he's like into hip hop. So he heard that's, you know, probably.
He corrected him?
A million times. And a pimp named Slickback tells him, oh, no. No. A pimp named Slickback will take a whole lot of shit over a hoe, you know, a brand new car over a hoe, 100%, no doubt about it. A turkey sandwich over a hoe, guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
A bunch of shit over a hoe, but a pimp named Slickback don't do shit for the homies.
Damn.
And I respected that so much.
Hey, man.
I respected that so. It's not like you want to have your friends, but like, what is this bros before hoes shit? Like, where did
Where's
this
this mentality come from?
Yeah, where does this shit come from? Like, what is it? Like, the genitalia affects your, like, what?
I mean,
I don't understand, like, what
these
this
are the words of Michael Scott, and not verbatim. Fuck, what did he say exactly? It's the episode where, damn, I think where Michael is trying to get with Jan. I forgot which lady it is.
What show is this?
Dude, The Office.
Oh, The Office, okay.
Bro, the episode where Michael brings up the infamous quote, bros over hoes. I forgot what he says.
But did he back it up? Did he have like an argument or something?
He did, and I just can't remember his verbatim. But he said something that, you know, when your hoe hurts you, you got your bro, dog.
Yeah, but when you got your bros and there ain't no hoes, like, what do you...
It's sad.
It's just, like, why would you... I just don't feel like, you know... And the bros will fuck the hoes, you know, even if...
Guaranteed.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to be careful with that type of shit. Like, that's,
Not all bros are the bros.
not all bros are the bros,
That's a fact.
right? And so there's too many people with this bros before hoes shit. I'm like, bro, you got to... I know you saw it, you know, you heard it. It was a common phrase, but you got to drop that shit, bro. That's just...
Dude, I haven't had a girlfriend in a minute.
Have you had a turkey sandwich?
In a minute as well.
But you haven't had a turkey sandwich in a minute?
In a minute, I
That's
haven't.
a tragedy. That's a real tragedy.
You like turkey sandwiches?
I'll take a turkey sandwich over a hoe.
Well put. Touche.
Oh, shit.
A pimp named Slickback tell you
I feel like he did. I mean, I agreed with him before. I'm just glad that, like, something mainstream said it as well, because I feel like it needs to be said. I was like, there's going to be a whole bunch of kids that hear this, and they're going to be like, oh.
I mean, yeah, that's why
this makes
Boondocks
sense.
is appreciated.
Boondocks is the guy that made it is a
Who's the guy that made it?
peculiar dude. He's a guy who I think he majored in African American studies at some
Is he
university.
white?
No, he's black.
Okay, cool.
But he talks like the way he talks is like a very relaxed, laid back. Like he if you saw the Boondocks and then like you imagine who you thought the writer was, like it would not be.
You'd be surprised.
You would not be thinking like, oh, this is how the writer behaves like regularly.
Yeah, because the antics of the
You'd
show.
be thinking it'd be like a combination, like a shitload of rappers.
Yeah, like
in a
Soulja
studio.
Boy mixed in with like
Yeah.
some crazy shit. Yeah, I feel you.
But it's not. It's this guy who's like, you know, he's studied a bunch of like history and culture and shit. And he just came up with this.
Nah, dude, let's put some respect on that dude because he has predicted a lot of shit. He predicted the R. Kelly shit.
You know what he predicted about Martin Luther King?
What?
I don't think they aired that episode. I think they took it out. And he was like really pissed off about that. He was like, I'm not taking this out. Because they wanted him to like voluntarily like agree like not to put.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, fam, we're putting this. And I think they put it like once or some shit.
What was the scene?
And it wasn't a scene. It was like he had this idea. The whole episode was based on it that like if Martin Luther King came back from the dead, because that's what happens in the
I
episode.
figured it was that. If I had to take a guess. And how he would react to modern day racism.
No, it was more like this is way before like Trump got elected, obviously, right? Like,
Yeah.
And so, like it was just this idea that if Martin Luther King came back from the dead today and he just spoke the way he spoke back then, like he would not be well received. Like that he would be like really controversial and shit like that. And
That's actually an interesting thing to actually look at.
I mean, I think he's right. In a lot of respects, I think he's right.
What did Malcolm? What did
You were gonna say Malcolm X?
Yeah. What did Martin Luther King? What is something that he said back then that you feel would alter or make people feel differently?
I mean, I think his entire like approach to like you gotta understand, this is a guy who was like a pastor
Pacifist.
and a pastor.
Right.
right? And so like Christianity like comes with a set of like beliefs,
Okay.
right? And a lot of those beliefs are not very PC.
I hear what you're trying to
And
say.
like if you stand by them,
Give me one.
homosexuality.
I mean, they don't say exactly that homosexuals shouldn't be homosexuals, though.
Yeah, they do.
Exactly?
Bro, in the Bible it says it's an abomination for one man to lie with another.
Those are the exact words?
Yes.
I haven't read the Bible, so I thought, okay, so I see what you mean with the whole LGBTQT.
Yes. But I think like at the same time, you know, like first of all, people have this idea that Martin Luther King was like mad popular at the time and shit.
I mean, he got
Like-
more popular, obviously, after he died.
Like he didn't end up like fucking writing a shit note of like he didn't end up writing letters in a fucking jail in Birmingham. Right, like that didn't happen. Like he had a lot of hate at the time.
Yeah, but let's be clear now. It wasn't like Martin Luther King was like enforcing the whole homosexuality thing in his speeches, though. It wasn't something he
No, that's not what he was about.
Maybe he
No.
believed in Christian as being a Christian, but maybe he just seen that part differently. Like, if you want to be a homosexual, that's fine. There's a lot of Christians that are okay with people.
There was definitely like a what do you call it? The origin, like the more modern origins of like the LGBT movement
Right.
in the '60s era.
Okay.
That was definitely a thing. That was part of like the counterculture of that era, where you saw like a whole bunch of people that were like going against norms and dropping acid and all this bullshit.
Gotcha.
And that was a thing, right?
Yeah.
And so there was a lot of that. And so for a lot of people, they took that opportunity to just like promote whatever they felt was like lacking in society. Like where they would just go to the universities, and like the universities were like a free speech zone to a degree.
What year did Martin Luther King die?
That's a good question.
If you had to, I don't know at the moment.
I don't.
How long ago was it from slavery?
He died. I think it was either in like the late '60s or the very, very early '70s, like 70, 71 or some shit.
What was the exact ending of slavery? What year was it? I remember slavery ended and then it became a sharecropping or whatever it was called, where
sharecropping?
I forgot the fucking term, man. I'm a stoner.
I mean, what they had after slavery was...
It was like a fucking gentrified version of slavery,
What they had was that if you were a prisoner, then you could be forced to do labor as part of a punishment. Right, that was part of it. The other thing, you mean gentrification?
No, man, not actually gentrification. There was something after slavery that was I forgot the term of it, bro. Fuck. Let me see if I can find
Does this have to do with like prison?
I don't know. That's why I don't want to say yes or no, because I'm trying to remember. I don't know right now the spot.
I just don't think, because like I see like...
It was a term that I think it was called share something. I forgot what it was called, man. But anyway, let's get back to the point about Martin Luther King. And you said the creator of the show said if he had these thoughts and whatever how he felt at a
He said
modern...
he thought that Martin Luther King wouldn't be received
the same as he did
the
back
same
then.
as people remember him. That the Martin Luther King that people remember, they remember the civil rights part of him, but they don't remember him fully.
Okay, and what part of it?
They remember the two lines they teach them in elementary school.
I had a dream.
I have a dream.
That guy, of course.
They remember that.
What are they missing out?
Even like Republicans, for example, like when they quote him, it's like that's like still one side of it. Like if you think about it, for example, I mean, he still said some shit about like white people that you're not gonna see Republicans quoting, but they're not gonna say anything bad about Martin Luther King because
it's gonna fuck their whole thing
they're
up,
gonna be
and
like,
they're gonna no black person's gonna respect them.
It's good. Well, I mean,
obviously not but it's gonna have a drastic view if fucking you say something bad about Martin Luther King.
so that was
But I don't think that's true though. I don't think he would be seen differently though.
I definitely think he would be seen differently.
Now tell me something you think one of his views or something that he would do that would be perceived differently now.
Well,
Like, what's one thing you think that it would hurt him? How people see him.
Just in terms of like the shit. Look,
because I don't see. Because if anything, it might be even better. Because with the whole Black Lives Matter movement and everything, I feel like Martin would be right behind it.
Well, first of all, he wouldn't. He would actually. There is just some shit that he would be against. First, he would be against hip hop culture completely, 100%. He didn't like the idea of anything that would associate like.
I ain't rocking with Martin then. All right. Period.
What the fuck, bro?
No, I'm fucking around. No, I'm playing.
He was.
Why wouldn't he fuck with hip hop culture?
Because he sees that he would see that it as promoting like a certain vision of
violence,
who black people are, that isn't what he thinks should be something that should be promoted. He didn't like it to be seen as in terms of like just laziness or violence or any of that sort of like stereotype shit. That people.
I'll tell him hold my beer and look, I got Tupac.
All right.
Tell me that. Now what? If anything, Tupac is like a Martin Luther King. He's a revolutionist. He was fucking a great speaker. He had great views about the world. He seemed like a reasonable, logical guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What are you searching up?
I'm just trying to get like a clear picture because I almost don't even feel like, yeah, he died. He was assassinated in '68.
68, okay.
Yeah, that was back in the hotel. That shit was.
But nah, I feel like Martin Luther King would rock with Tupac if we had to.
With Tupac?
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Tupac had a lot of.
No, I don't think he would rock with Tupac.
Obviously, Pac did a lot of things.
Listen, man, he didn't even rock with Malcolm X for the most part.
I know, I've heard about that.
And
Malcolm had a different.
Obviously, Malcolm X was like militant
For sure,
right?
And this man was pacifist.
Even though he became less militant after,
when he joined Islam,
especially after Islam made him militant as fuck. That was
the reason.
That was the starting point.
Gotcha. So he was less militant.
But he became less militant, I think, after going to Mecca. And that was like probably a turning point. I think. I'm not a historian. But,
me either. I don't know shit.
But Malcolm X, he became less militant before he died. But the dude was going through a lot of shit. And the way he died was like some weird shit too, because like, it's not like they found the people that killed him, right?
Okay.
It's not that shit is still like in a sense a mystery. But I've seen this these documentaries.
I was gonna tell you, there's documentaries of who killed Malcolm or whatever.
Yeah, that shit is very.
There's a lot of them.
His death could have been from like the very organization, because he was
the Islam people.
He was drifting away, and he was like, like saying fucked up shit about like, well, he wasn't saying, he was exposing the fucked up shit.
Yeah.
That Elijah Muhammad was on.
Gotcha.
He'd like impregnate a bunch of women and shit, and just that type of exotic.
I know nothing about that.
Exotic ass shit.
Okay.
But yeah, it was that type of stuff, and he was just putting it out there, and he was because they were, first of all, they were coming after him, right? They were coming after him on all sides. Like, imagine the guy that you thought he was like on some god level shit,
right?
That guy has an issue with you disagreeing with anything he says.
Jesus.
And then that guy turns against you.
Wants to kill you.
And then on the other hand, I didn't say that. I didn't. But and then like you got the white guys, right? Like the white racist dudes, and they're doing fucked up shit, and you're getting death threats, and like your wife is crying on the phone because they called her and threatened to like kill your kids and shit.
Tough.
Like that type of shit will fuck with you.
Yeah, I've seen a couple Malcolm X movies in my time.
There's some good Malcolm X movies, man.
Hell yeah! In school, they used to play a bunch of them shits. I used to fuck with them.
Yeah, those are...
Movie time in school is the fucking best, bro.
Martin Luther King was also... He was pretty socialist in a way. He supported universal basic income.
Oh, wow.
Way before Andrew Yang, right?
How do you know that?
Because, his quotes from the past, and like his own daughter has talked about it. Gotcha. He's like the original.
Wow.
It's
interesting.
Yeah, he was on that for a long time. That was another thing they wanted to fuck him over with, was like the socialist shit, because that was like the Cold War, Russia and all that shit.
But how do you know he was a socialist?
No, I didn't say he was a socialist.
You just said some of his views were?
Although he probably was a socialist, yeah. I mean,
some of his views were socialist.
He definitely supported, like, he was a working class supporter of, like, stopping the oppression of capitalism and all that shit. He was on that, yeah.
Was he Republican or?
Well, the shit changed after the Civil Rights Act.
And who was president during Martin?
I mean, Martin lived for a while.
Well, during his prime.
Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act.
Okay, Lyndon B. Johnson.
Right.
I don't remember who the hell that is, but all right.
Right.
Was he a good president?
I mean, on that he was a good president. On Vietnam, he was a piece of shit.
Who's your favorite president of all time?
Let's leave it at
Trump.
At like people from way
back
in the fucking past. Like,
Abe.
Let's leave it at Abe at number 16, the founder of the Republican Party, and the man who won the Civil War.
Literally, yeah.
And
I mean, that's everybody's fair president.
And George Washington, because like I remember
he's the guy that fucking got us started. Period.
He got this shit rolling.
He's literally the foundation for how presidents.
And he smoked the weed.
He smoked dope.
So that was it.
But he owned slaves, so.
Yeah, he owned slaves.
For sure.
He did.
So he's kind of a fucking.
I just don't think there's any, like, here's an issue, like, will our morality,
I already know what you're gonna ask.
Will our morality, like, be comparable to the morality of people in, like, 300 years?
I mean, probably not.
Or will they think that we were a bunch of fucking assholes with the way that we saw shit, that we were way far behind?
I mean, yeah, probably yes, because we're only reacting to things that are just in the present. So like if something, you know how badly things are gonna be different in, like, let's say 200 years. Mm-hmm. Like it's not even gonna be comparable. Like the lifestyle in 200 years / if there's even a thing about if there's even political views anymore after, like, in 200 years, if just so many things are gonna be different that it's hard to look back and be like, oh look, this guy was this because of this. It's like can't even compare it. It's like it's hard to judge someone based on their time, but at the same time,
slavery is obvious.
Yes, slavery.
Is that the?
Yes, you finished that. Go ahead. So yeah.
I mean, if I was like really into some clan membership shit,
then
I'd be like, listen, man, he treated his slaves real good. You know?
Yeah, that would be fucking crazy.
They barely did shit, bro. They were like lit. They had all the shit they needed, bro. He never hit them or anything. You know, it was like, I don't know.
Nah, yeah, but we can't judge people based on their.
I can't say shit. You know what I mean? I can say slavery's wrong. You know what I mean?
For sure. I mean, it still goes on.
That's easy to say. Slavery definitely goes on.
Just in different countries.
Yeah. The thing that America has is that slavery was based on race. Like, that's why it's so famous. And
you're saying it's not?
Slavery didn't have jack shit to do with race for, like, a shitload of time. There was like millions of white people that were enslaved by Africans, but they weren't exclusively enslaved because they were white. They were just
slaved. Period.
They were slaves.
That's it. There's no.
Yeah.
They just happened to get slaved.
They were slaves.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't even want to talk about.
So slavery. That's some shit. That's just.
It's like it's. I don't know. I feel like. Just people bringing up slavery is kind of... it's like a dead...
People have made this shit into something where it's like walking on eggshells type shit, where they just don't want you to say anything.
I honestly think people shouldn't even talk about slavery.
I think they should, 100%.
But why, though? I feel
why the fuck not?
Because it's like, it's such a thing of the past.
If we can talk about Lil B retweeting feet pics, we can definitely talk about slavery.
We live in 2021. That is something to talk about. If we were in, like...
Oh, you mean like the relevance of it? Like to today and shit?
Now, like I said, there's slavery in other countries, and obviously I'm not a fan of slavery.
Bruh, slavery can be used
in any form. It could be... There's so many forms of slavery. And, like, the history
of it can be used to make all sorts of, like, absurd-ass fucking claims. Like, like the lawyer, the basic founder of, like, critical race theory, Derek Bell, like, he was thinking that the Civil Rights Act didn't make life better for black people, and that in some ways it made life worse.
He's off that PCP.
That's the shit. That's what he said, right?
He's saying that slavery ending didn't help black people?
No, not slavery. The Civil Rights Act.
Oh, okay, Civil Rights Act, which is
basically the end to segregation.
The
and
end of slavery.
No, not slavery. Segregation. Slavery ended in the Civil War.
Gotcha. And we're talking about civil...
We're talking about segregation where you had people...
the whole bathroom thing, drinking water here, all that was ended.
Right, yeah.
And he's saying the ending of that didn't help black people.
Well...
Or it didn't improve black people's lives in any way.
It didn't. He said that the only reason it happened is because it was in a way convenient for white people. I forgot why he said that. Interest convergence applies in that case, but like he said that in a lot of ways it made black people worse, and that he said that
you agree with him?
No.
I mean, it's kind of like, are we even arguing that?
I mean, do you want to hear like what his argument was for it?
Yeah, because I'm confused. Go ahead.
All right, so like you consider he's a lawyer, like he's not a dumb dude, he's a smart dude. Like but one of his arguments was, for example, just look at what happened, after the Civil Rights Act, right? Like before the Civil Rights Act, you had relatively less crime in black neighborhoods, right? You had black-owned businesses, right? You had a black economy, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as this happens, right, you end up reaching the Reagan era, and you end up with a crack pandemic. And you end up with gangs, and you end up with this enormous group of oppressive shit. Okay,
and he's saying all those were direct effects after.
He said, yeah, he thinks that like the white supremacy is everywhere, that it's rampant, and that it's all over the place, and so. If you want to stamp out white supremacy, you got to end the systems of oppression. A lot of it is on some Marxist bullshit, to be honest with you, because like the dude's always talking about like one of the things he said is like that poor white people are like helping to maintain like their own oppression. He's saying that like poor white people, like the rich whites, like they don't see that better than us.
Right.
But he says that like the poor white people, they need something to look down on. So he's like, well, even if it's a lie, you tell a poor white dude, that you're better than this black
dude. And they'll agree.
Even if he's driving a Lambo.
Okay.
And he needs that psychologically, so he'll agree with it. Right, it was that type of shit.
What? Who is this guy?
This is Derek Bell.
Derek Bell?
Yeah.
What is he? White guy?
No, he's black. He's a lawyer. He was a lawyer.
Oh, he's just a black lawyer?
Yeah, he was. He actually quit Harvard because they wouldn't hire a black black woman for a position. He quit, and actually Obama actually gave a speech during that time because he was there. Yeah.
So he's not a dumb guy for sure.
No, he's definitely not a dumb guy.
But he has some wild takes.
He's coming at it from theory.
He has some wild takes,
from theory, and I don't mean like scientific theory.
You're right. I
mean bullshit theory.
Like, come on. Like, are we really gonna agree with that though?
I think his entire stance on the situation is ridiculous.
After you said the whole thing about black people's lives weren't improved after that, like. I see where his argument was trying to bring me, but it was like, I don't...
The whole thing is that one of the issues with critical race theory or any critical theory is that it's a conspiracy theory. So it's like, the crack epidemic, that was because like after the civil rights era, the man had to bring us down some way.
Oh my God.
The man had to do something, right? It had to be... So the systems of white supremacy are everywhere. They are rampant.
You don't believe that though? The system was trying to bring people down?
What the fuck is the system?
We're gonna get like, if you want to get specific, we're talking about when the fucking
like the crack epidemic, right?
And who brought crack in the US?
Crack? Well, crack was made here. You mean who brought the cocaine?
Yeah, who brought that here?
The cocaine. That shit came straight from Colombia, fam. That was how the CIA funded its missions.
By bringing
Now you want to ask yourself, was the goal of that to start a fucking drug pandemic?
Isn't that what everybody and their mother says?
But like, what do they gain from that?
What do they get out of it?
Yeah, what do you gain from that? Like,
I mean,
at all?
I feel you. I see
What do you
mean.
get from like having a shitload of gangs?
And what was their goal? Quotation marks. Like, if it wasn't that, what was
to
their...
maintain the systems of white supremacy, to maintain the oppression of black people.
No. I'm saying if it wasn't that, what was the goal then? Like...
Oh, of the cracks of the bringing crack?
Yeah. If it wasn't to...
Oh, the CIA is very, like, decentralized in certain ways. So, like, person A a lot of times doesn't know what person B is doing.
Gotcha.
And so it's like, make this happen. And it's like, dude, I don't have enough money to make that happen. Make it work, bitch. And
that's how they roll?
And I'd be like, fuck, what do I do? Sell some crack. I mean, sell some cocaine. The crack was actually very, it was very scientific, bro. I think they had like some chemist over there in Boston.
Bro, you ever seen Get Rich or Die Trying by 50?
That shit was a science.
Put some baking soda on the stove.
That's all I know is just baking soda and a stove and shit. That's all I know.
And you whip, dog. You whip it.
And you just whip it? That's
whip it, dog. That's why everybody,
Damn.
that's
So
why all the
it's that
rappers
easy?
say that.
It's
Whipping.
that easy?
Water whipping.
But you can't, like, you gotta get good at it, though.
Obviously you might fuck up the batch.
You gotta be a chef.
Yeah, you can't.
No, you can't fuck up the batch because that's equivalent to fucking up the bag.
That's
a
some
no-no.
serious loss of money if you fuck up the batch.
Do not fuck up the bag.
Nah, but what was our point? What we're trying to...
It was about, like, whether or not it was, like,
Derek Bell's
intention.
dumb takes.
I mean... Listen, a lot of this shit is like loosely stated, right? Like it's very abstract shit. Like
it's a hot take.
Like if I told you about like interest convergence, right? Which is like one of the things he's most famous for is like the idea that like things only get better for black people when it's in the convenience of white people. Or like when white people need it, right? So that's like his...
Is he left?
I mean, he's 100% left. Like, there's no like far right.
That's why I was.
There's no far right critical theorist. Like, they're not.
That's what I was saying. He's left for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Damn, dude. Like, where are the in the middle people?
The in the middle people, they're silent at home, not doing shit.
Not giving a fuck.
That's why you never hear about it. It's only the crazy fucks on the ends that you hear about.
Right.
It's like Antifa versus Proud Boys. Those are the only ones you hear about.
Because I feel like I'm the middle, just not giving a fuck about any. Like,
who
cares, dude? Why?
I mean, we find it interesting the same way you see.
Yeah.
For me, it's like a car crash. Like, you know how everybody like stops and stares and
like,
shit.
You just want to look at it.
It's that sort of stuff.
It's interesting for sure, and why they feel so passionate about it. It's like it's so interesting.
People,
do you know this guy in front of you?
Absolutely no fucking idea who this guy is.
Bro, let me tell you, I pulled up, and for the viewers listening, I pulled up to Ape's building, and this guy was just kind of staring at me, the guy that we're looking at right now, and he was doing the same thing he was doing when I pulled up, and I thought he was going to go up to my car and tell me something, but he didn't, gladly.
Listen, man, there's just, if you're drug dealer tells you to wait, you gotta wait.
You gotta wait. Got it.
And if you really need that shit, because some people really need that shit.
For sure. You think he does drugs? If you had to guess?
Listen, man, there's no fucking doubt in my mind.
Oh wait, is he doing something right now?
That a dude standing in the middle of the fucking street.
He still hasn't noticed that we're here potting.
In the middle of the night.
Oh, he got it. He noticed. Now he noticed. Now he's looking.
That's some shit.
Now he realized that we both have two microphones.
That's something interesting. You think he knows that, like,
he just realized that we both have two microphones, and he's looking right now as we speak.
Because for me, there's two options right now. There's like the drug dealer option, and then there's the other option.
VNAPE listeners, we have someone just staring at us as we pod. Oh wait, he stopped staring. Oh, he's staring again.
Listen, you gotta have fans.
Imagine this guy's just hearing everything we're saying. Are we that loud?
Nah, I think like another part is like there's two possibilities. Like either he's like paranoid as fuck. He's like, what are they doing there, man? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm getting creeped out.
Maybe it is like a psychiatric patient who got out the ward or some shit, right?
Oh my god.
And he's just
Schizo?
He's like, yeah, completely. He's just here. You know,
yo, that would be a crazy person to have on a pod. Someone with skits,
off his meds and shit.
No, I'd feel bad for him, honestly. I wouldn't even be able to.
I'd have a podcast with someone with schizophrenia.
I feel like we're exploiting him for his fucking.
No, I wouldn't exploit him.
No, obviously I wouldn't
would just
either.
have a conversation. Just have a conversation.
Just to see his thoughts. He's looking again. Oh, he's looking again. Oh, he left. All right. I feel free now that he's not staring at us.
You never know, bro. Motherfucker's gonna pull up from behind
and just like
be like,
look at that window right there.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, that's funny though.
Maybe he's one of the ISIS guys. You know, they heard what we said. They're
not
happy
cares.
about it. And you never know, man. Dude has a.
Dude, I wish there was a way we could have like. Well, I mean, no, I don't know if anyone listens to our pod, but like access questions live. That'd be dope.
Yeah, we gotta have questions, dude.
Like a phone line, like yo, phone line into the VNA pod line.
It's gonna happen.
Or like, I don't know. I was thinking of ways to like have people feel included in the pod. Maybe some questions.
You want people to feel included, like they're on equal footing with us.
Of course, man.
Like you want it to be equitable.
Equitable, man.
And like you want the podcast to like sustain itself.
Sustainable development.
Yeah.
Yeah. We out here.
I agree with that.
No, but yeah, let's see. I don't know. I want people to ask questions. Or we need a guest. I don't know. I was thinking about a guest for episode 10.
Who would we get? I'd get anyone.
What do you think? Every 10 episodes a guest?
Let's make that happen.
Damn, is that...
We can make that happen.
I know we could, but...
I'll pull a crackhead out the street, be like, here's $10, bitch. Make it happen.
That's the thing. We need to have... First of all, we need to at least have like a different vibe every guest. Because we end up always talking about politics.
Listen, man, if I get someone who's like a crackhead off the streets, like think of the favor I'd be doing them. First of all, $10. You heard what I said, $10.
$10, okay.
Like, yo, $10 to a crackhead, like that is a hell of a price.
That's what I'm saying. Like we gotta have someone that's actually want to talk and debate and argue. And
if you let him take that hit, he's definitely gonna want to talk.
But yeah, we let's see, guys. VNA might come through with a guest for episode 10. This is episode 9, by the way, right?
Who knows?
We're in episode 9.
Man.
Swag.
Shout out Taliban.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to them, I guess. I don't want anything bad to happen to me, but...
For keeping it fucked up.
Nah, man. Fuck the Taliban.
You'll be fine as long as you don't post any images of Muhammad and shit. You know what I mean? Like, you start fucking around.
Who's their leader?
Well, you mean besides Muhammad, right?
You talking about Osama?
No. I'm talking about like Muhammad, like the prophet from the Quran.
Who? He's the leader? He's like the...
Offer it 100% guaranteed legend, certified.
Osama wasn't part of the Taliban?
Osama...
Like, is he branched off from there?
Osama founded Al-Qaeda.
Al-Qaeda, right? There we go.
And a lot of these like terrorist groups that showed up, they showed up because the United States armed them. And they armed them because Afghanistan was in another war. And Afghanistan was in a war with the Soviet Union.
Okay.
And the United States did not want the communists to get another country. That would be a really big issue because the Soviet Union was full of some crazy motherfuckers.
The Soviet Union's Russia?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Communist Russia from back then.
Right.
And so that was just it, bro. Like, do you really want to, you know what I mean? Like, just... You
ever seen an interview with Vladimir Putin?
Yeah, I've seen a bunch, actually.
He's actually...
have you seen the way Putin walks, bro? Like, have you seen those walk videos they make?
Nah.
There's walk videos. That's a thing. That's like a fucking...
That's so weird.
That's a trend. Bro, it's that he walked... First of all, he's small, right?
How short is he?
This is like Napoleon, right?
Okay.
Like,
I didn't know he was that short.
He's short. But, like, here's, like, the way he walks, right?
Uh-huh.
It's like he has, like, a fucking strut, you know what I mean? Like, he has, like, it's almost like a dance, but it's like the I'm a badass dance. It's like from a fucking musical or some shit. That's why people always put music on it. There's people put, like, Michael Jackson songs. They put, you know, the Bee Gees and shit. They put everything to
I'm gonna look that up tonight.
You haven't lived life until you've seen one of those.
But no, I've seen like
he sounds convincing though, like to people that don't know shit about politics. If you hear that guy talk,
let me explain what I was gonna say. You took the words out of my mouth. I was gonna say he seems like a nice gentleman.
Right?
Like the way he presents himself against other interviewers and seemed like a reasonable man. And then fuck, what else was I gonna say? Because I seen him in an interview with I think it was some white lady from I forgot what news station it was.
Is that, you mean Megyn Kelly?
Megyn Kelly, and he was like flirting with her, being nice, this and that, and yeah, I was just saying that I don't know anything about Putin.
You should see the interviews he did with Oliver Stone.
Oliver Stone?
Yeah, he's a film director.
Is he more uptight on him though?
No, he's actually way friendlier. Like,
way friendlier?
He does not challenge him like at all. He just lets him talk.
Not saying that Megan even really challenged him, but she's on some I don't know. I just thought that all the Putin videos, he knows how to like present himself.
He's been doing this shit
for a minute, right?
Since the beginning. First of all, even back in the Soviet Union, he was a KGB agent. So this guy's
he's a killer, right?
Those dudes know propaganda.
Oh shit.
They know it. They are experts in that shit. You know what I mean?
What's KGB exactly?
KGB is like the CIA for
Russia?
For the Soviet Union. Yeah, and they're trained in that. They're trained in that, man. But Putin is this shit, dude. In terms of just like talking shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a piece of shit.
Is he literally a piece of shit?
He's 100% a piece of shit.
100%.
100%.
Like, but why though? Just because he kills?
First of all, because he's a dictator. Because he fucking kills dissent.
Gotcha.
Because he fucking fakes elections. Because he, all types of shit.
But he'll swear on his fucking mom that all of that's not true.
He will never admit it, dude. He's like, and when people like see him, it's like charismatic and shit. It's like, the same shit is like true for Fidel Castro. That's how like people fell in love with Fidel Castro. That's how he had all that support.
Yeah, but Malcolm X loved Fidel Castro.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was
a
lot of like propaganda that came from communist countries to like try to take hold of the civil rights movement. That was a lot that happened. That was a lot of that happened, man. There was like the Black Panthers, right?
They fucked with Fidel.
That was a communist party, right? They were like black militant communist like people, and the whole thing was like they were redistributing resources and shit.
Yeah, but see, the way you're saying it, another person wouldn't take it like that, though. I
mean, they could take it however they want. I'm saying the truth.
In their eyes, they saw the Black Panther as someone that was fighting for freedom for blacks, no? Or for the misproper...
I mean, the part of the propaganda was like black freedom can only be achieved...
Through violence?
Through socialism or communism. I mean, that's Angela Davis said that.
And that's someone from Black Panther?
Angela Davis is like she's very famous as in terms of like the history of civil rights. I don't know if you've ever seen the Black Power mixtape.
Negative.
No. Well, they used to have it on Netflix. I don't know if they still have it. Anyways, doesn't matter. Angela Davis, when she visited Cuba, they used her like a tremendous useful idiot, right? That's the terminology that like How
long ago was this?
Decades ago.
And what? She was one of the Black Panthers that pulled up to Cuba?
Decades ago. Angela Davis, right, was...
a supporter.
Trained... First of all, her ties to, like, critical theory and Marxism are, like, well established. Like, she was...
Tell me she's one of the critical race theory people.
She was trained by Marcuse, who's, like, a foundational...
Yeah.
Critical theorist. Like, he's like, necessary for that foundation. Like,
gotcha.
The primary text, like, one-dimensional man and all of that, like, He's there.
Is that all invento?
Is that all what?
Invento.
Oh, yeah.
So what's
it's horseshit. It's not
what's the big deal with critical race theory, bro?
Because it's promoted as though it's not invento. It's promoted as though it's not bullshit. You know what I mean? It's like put as though, first of all, it comes out of universities, right?
Yeah.
And so that automatically gives it like a false sense of realism, right? It's not like this is the fucking, how do I put this? It's not like this is coming out of the, what department would you call it? Like the fucking film department and shit. This is like coming out of like the humanities and like they're flirting with it a lot in social sciences, like sociology. I mean, this original like Herbert Marcuse that I just talked about right now, he was a sociologist.
Gotcha.
Right? And so that's what it is. I mean, it's just they're out there, they're saying it, They're saying the shit they want. That's not...
Damn. What were we talking about?
Some bullshit.
We
were talking about Angela Davis and shit.
Oh, yeah, when she went to Cuba.
Yeah, when she went to Cuba, she was very...
How did they use her as an idiot?
Because basically, just in the same way, I don't know if you've seen the...
I doubt it. I haven't.
The videos with Yuri Bezmenov, the ex-KGB agent who escaped.
No, haven't.
Well, you should watch them. But he talks about the entire process of like how they would get socialists and they would invite them over to the country.
Okay.
And they would just show them everything, just makeup all over the country, basically.
Got you. Like,
and
super invento.
Make it look beautiful. And like, I mean, there's images where he shows like, this is a concentration camp for the for the children of political prisoners. It's dressed up and it looks like a child's park or something like that.
Right, like a child's school or some shit.
It looks very dull, but a useful idiot buys it because from the second they get to the airport, my job was to make sure that they were intoxicated. That's explicit. Like, that's what he said. It's like his job was to make sure they were shit-faced. Right.
Damn. Holy shit.
Yeah. And
so that's what happened when she went to Cuba? Fidel was
I don't want to say that's what happened to her, but that I can't take it any other way. Like, he's not going to invite her there and, like, show her, like, you know, the counter-revolutionaries.
But why not? Maybe they're just fucking evil like that. Maybe they just believe in being a communist. Maybe that's just really what they like, what they're into.
No, that's not why she believes it. I mean, look, first of all, the Castros and these people, they were...
Why do people even make communists even a thing? Like, what's so, like...
They believe it's great.
But that's the problem. So why wouldn't they just pull up and be like, oh, yeah, that's fine?
What do you mean, like, that's fine?
Like how you said, Angela, how, like, Cuba had to, like, make it look a little prettier.
Oh, I mean, they're dictators. They know it's bullshit.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But isn't Angela Davis like a Black Panther or someone that believes in communism?
Well, she was first of all, she's from here, from the United States.
Correct.
But like, when she goes there as like, she's an academic. She trained under Marcuse, right? And so
which is all these communist guys things.
I don't really want to call them communists because they take advantage of that when you call them communists by saying that they're not. Because the thing about critical theory is that it criticizes a lot of communism, because critical theory was created because you had a bunch of communists who were like, yo, that Soviet Union shit, that ain't it.
Okay.
Like, that did not turn out the way we wanted it to turn out. That's not what Marx said was going to happen. Like, why did it go wrong?
They didn't agree with the way Russia was doing it?
They just saw that what Marx said was going to happen, the way that this revolution and shit was going to happen, that it didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
And they wanted to figure out, why didn't it happen?
Oh, okay.
Why didn't it happen? Why? Because we want it to happen. That's why we want to figure out why it didn't happen.
Yeah.
That's why. And so it's like, instead of realizing that, like, you know, none of this shit that you're going after is, like, based on any real economics, what they do is, like, how can we reinterpret bullshit in a way that...
Dude, that topic always has me, like, in, like, a whirlwind of just, like, I'll be blown away.
It's
like,
amazing.
Yeah, like, I'm still confused at the fact is, like, I don't get it. Like, it's such... Are people really latching onto this? Like...
Yeah, they have been for a while. Yeah.
Like...
People, when they're desperate, man, they'll latch onto anything. And, like, people, when they're, like, tired of their own shit, like, when they...
what I really want to do, I want to meet someone who strongly believes in it. And I want to sit down with them. Have a conversation with them. Just to see their thoughts, that's all.
You'll be surprised at the type of shit that... I mean, there's some of them that go so far that they're what you call tankies, which means, like, there's communists that are like, oh, the Soviet Union and, like, Cuba, like, that's bad, but that wasn't real communism.
Like that girl on Twitter.
Like, you're right. And so they'll rephrase it and be like, no, communism is like this and like that. And they give you, like, this science fiction novel, right? And then there's the other ones that are like, you know, the United States is, like, way worse than China. Like, you guys are, like, invading everything, and that's capitalism. And, you know,
who says that?
Oh, there's people that are on.
People are saying that the U.S. is worse than China.
There's a lot of that. You know where that term "tanky" that refers to people that say shit like that? You know where that came from? That's a British term.
Okay.
Along with, like, champagne socialist as well.
Okay,
because in Britain, you know, there was, like, the labor movement. I mean, there's a Labor Party. You know what I mean? Like, that's the Labor Party. Whenever you hear, like, Labor Party and shit like that, like, just know that there's a good chance there's some socialist bullshit inserted there.
Okay,
right?
The Labor Party. I don't know about that.
Yeah. We got off on communism. The battery's dying.
Oh, shit, it is? Well,
yeah.
Where are you at with it? How much battery you got left?
I'm at 11. It's a risk. It's a bold move, Cotton.
Well, guys, I think it's about that time. VNA episode 10. We will be back next week. We are thinking of new creative ways to get this junk all the way to the top. If you guys have any ideas, please DM Modern Ape.
I feel you.
Not me, just DM Ape. Tell him all your ideas for the pod.
Send me nudes, unless you're a dude, but send me nudes.
Send him nudes anyway if you're a guy. No, I'm just kidding.
Chill.
We love you guys.
Not really.
Keep listening to us.
if you want.
Join the no fat movement.
Optional.
And fuck communism.
Always.
Peace.
Peace.